Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everybody had a great holiday yesterday. I know I did. Ate too much. But let me ask you a question. How are you perceiving the world around you? How are you interpreting the actions of people or situations that surround you? How are you reacting? How are you perceiving and reacting? So obviously today, you can see the title of our discussion, it's perception. And I want to determine how you are perceiving situations in your daily life and how you're reacting to them. So let's start with the definition of perception. So the definition of perception is the ability to become aware of something through your senses, something that you could see or something that you hear or feel or smell or touch or taste. It is a way of understanding or interpreting something or a situation, way of interpreting something that you see or hear, a situation that comes into your life. So what we understand is based solely on what we see, hear, or smell, what we perceive. So for example, if you have a spouse and you're having a big fight with him or her, somebody may say, oh, time for a divorce. But somebody else may say, it's the opportunity to learn. It's the opportunity to take this situation and learn from it. Maybe we'll communicate better. Or what's the positive, something that came out of it? A lot of times people don't perceive things favorably. Another example, a great example was my friend Donna Belusi was at the Walmart one time. And somebody was fighting with her, yelling at her, whatever, over some reason. I mean, she didn't even know the girl. And Donna could have fought back, but she didn't. She said, thank God that they were fighting with me, because now hopefully they wouldn't have fought, they won't fight with anybody else. So she actually took it positively. She didn't fight back with that woman. She said, well, thank God. Thank God they were fighting with me. I could take it. And I think that's a great example. You know, a lot of times we perceive people, we judge a book by its cover and it's not good. Or we overhear something. And people don't have the ability to say, I know they didn't mean to say it that way, or I know it wasn't perceived, it shouldn't be perceived that way. But our instincts want to take it in a negative way. But you shouldn't. And even if it was negative, then you should walk away. But try to be more understanding. It's the way that we see or hear or taste or smell or whatever. You could smell something and it could smell awful, or see it like my mother when she used to make that tripe, and people love tripe. Or they smell something and it smells terrible, but they love it. Like mushrooms, they smell horrible, but people love them. So it's your perception. So how are you reacting to situations that you're perceiving? Are they favorable or are they negative? Now let's remember that compassion is the antidote to anger, resentment, and fear. And a lot of times in this world, we just don't show compassion. People are not compassionate. In this world, a lot of people are self-centered. They choose to say me, 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 instead of thinking of the other person. And it's not good. How about when you're on the road and you think somebody's going to let you in? People aren't kind. So I have chosen that when situations or diversity comes into my life, I look at what I can learn from it instead of fighting against it. Because if you want a favorable life, or if you want a good life, then you should try to learn from all those negative situations. And because if you don't, it's only going to be passed on to what? Your family, your children. You know, be the person that you want to see in the mirror. And the only way you're going to change anybody is if you change first. You've heard that a million times. So the moral of the story is, just think about when you're hearing somebody say something, or when someone's speaking something, or when you're seeing a situation or tasting something. Think about how you're going to perceive it and how you're going to react to it. So that's it for today, gang. A little quick, easy. I will see you on Thursday. We are going to talk about something good. I like it anyway. And if you have any comments, please put them in the chat. Thank you for all your well wishes all the time. You people are awesome. And even the lady at Carities who came up to me and said, great job. Didn't know her. Okay, you take care now.